Howdy folks, for those who just joined us, welcome aboard the Walt Disney World Railroad. For your own safety, please remain seated at all times while the train's in motion. No smoking, eating, or drinking while on board. If you have a small child under 7, he or she should be seated towards the center of the coach with an adult on the outside. And once run away, please keep your arms, legs, hands, and feet inside the coach as we travel on the rails. Our first stop in this round trip tour of the Magic Kingdom will be Frontierland. This will also be the station stop for Adventureland and Liberty Square. Our second stop will be Mickey's Toontown Fair, which will be the closest station stop for Tomorrowland and Fantasyland. In about 20 minutes, we'll be back up here at Main Street, U.S.A. There we guest conductor on our first leg of this tour. We have Colin here from the state of Kentucky. He's going to get this here train started on the way to Frontierland in just a few moments.
Aboard!
That was Colin, folks. Let's give him a big hand.
Howdy, folks. Welcome aboard the Walt Disney World Railroad. We're now beginning a grand circle tour around the Magic Kingdom with stops at Frontierland and Mickey's Toontown Fair. For your safety, please remain seated, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please, watch your children.
Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
Hey, stop the music, fellas, so we can hear. Sounds to me like you're traveling through the wilds of Adventureland. You just might run into a lot of savage critters out there, including lions and tigers and zebras. Everybody best be on the lookout. You never can tell when a man-eating lion or a train-chasing tiger might show up. Now we're entering Frontierland, home of Tom Sawyer Island, those silly singing country bears, and the wildest ride in the wilderness is the This mountain is home to the highest, wettest, fastest waterfall in the park. Waterfalls come for miles around just to try its twisted bus. Folks, we're now arriving at Frontierland Station, gateway to the west. If you're getting off here, please stay seated till the train comes to a complete stop, and watch your step when you get off. This is Frontierland Station.
Frontierland, Adventureland, and Liberty Square, folks. Please remain seated until Colin gives you the all-clear signal.
All clear?
Howdy folks, for those of you who just joined us, welcome aboard the Walt Disney World Railroad. Our next station stop will be Mickey's Toontown Fair, and this will also be the closest stop towards Tomorrowland and Fantasyland. Once you're on the way, please keep your arms, legs, hands, and feet inside the coaches as we travel along the rails. And while I see Colin still with us, he'll get us on our way over to Toontown in just a few moments.
This makes it easy to go through. Once you're through in this area, you get used to another one. It's going to kind of walk through.
Vigilant roadblocks and thoroughfare are causing some kind of commotion downstream. Please stay in your coach while we take care of things. Your visit to Splash Mountain will continue in just a minute.
Really don't know. This train has a lightning speed. I mean, this is so fast. The mosquitoes came and keep up.
Lord.
They're on the rails again, steaming toward Mickey's Toontown Fair and all points beyond. For those of you just joining us, welcome aboard the Walt Disney World Railroad. To ensure a safe ride, remember to stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the track. And please, watch your kids. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias. Right now, we're passing through the foothills of Big Thunder Mountain and the tiny town of Tumbleweed. Things just ain't doing the same ever since them spirits took over the mountain and spooked all the mine trains. By nowadays, those mine trains go so fast, they can blow off a man's horse. Which is the king now, home of the Pocahontas and the Powhatan Indians. In fact, if you listen carefully, you can see the spirit of Pocahontas singing the gospel. Much further west, and a few hundred years later, travelers like us find small tribes of plains Indians camped out alongside the track. This tribe is a peaceful, friendly sort, willing to trade goods or offer a hearty meal to any weary traveler. By the way, you're traveling aboard one of 4 genuine steam-powered trains that ride these rails daily here at the Magic Kingdom. These iron horses are the descendants of the pioneers of the rail that crisscrossed our growing nation more than a century ago.
Yeah, this morning, folks, you're right behind the Walter E. Disney. The Walt has been up and pumping here around the Magic Kingdom since 1971. Walt was built 1925 at the Baldwin Works in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. All our engines were in service on the United Railway in Yucatan, Mexico.
Say, folks, what do you get when you cross Mickey's Toontown with a country fair? Why, you get Mickey's Toontown Fair, of course. Won't be long now, and we'll be arriving at the fair. Our next stop on the Walt Disney World Railroad. Mickey, Minnie, Donald, Goofy, and a whole bunch of their neighbors are there right now.
Our next stop is Mickey's Toontown Fair, as well as will be the station stop for Tomorrowland and Fantasyland. Once we reach the platform, please remain seated or we come to a full stop.
That's Mickey's house, just to the right of the station. And on up the road a bit is Minnie's house. Most days they keep the lights lit and the doors open just so you can drop by for a visit. Across the street is Donald's boat. And for a really fun time, you can fly with Goofy as he pilots his crop duster on the barnstormer at Goofy's Wiseacre Farm. This is also the station for Tomorrowland and Fantasyland. Please stay seated until the train comes to a full stop. And watch your step when you're getting off. You all have fun. And tell Mickey, hi for me.
All clear.
That's Mickey's
Thank you,
house.
Colin did a great job. I think my job's in jeopardy here.
I've been to Hot
World Railroad and the #1 steam train, the Walter E. Disney. We'd like to remind you there's no eating, drinking, or smoking while on board. Please remain seated at all times, and let's make sure to keep our hands, feet, arms, and legs inside the passenger cars throughout our entire trip. Let's also go ahead and take our passengers who are 7 years of age and younger, place them to the middle of the row with an adult on either side. Once again, welcome aboard the Walt Disney World Railroad, the most magical steam trains on Earth. Our next stop is Main Street, USA. Gateway to the 7 lands of the Magic Kingdom. Exits out of the park and transportation to various other parts of Walt Disney World. We're currently awaiting clearance from our station conductor, and as soon as that's given, we'll be on our way. In the meantime, folks, sit back and relax. Thank you.
Sorry, the seats. Hey, girls.
All aboard.
Yep, over there. She had a nice trip. She trips over the creek.
Just joined us. Welcome aboard the Walt Disney World Railroad. For your safety, be sure to stay seated, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please, watch your kids.
Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren. Y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
Folks, ahead of us lies the future. Well, I guess we all know that. What I mean to say is, we're heading into Tomorrowland, where everyday living is made better through science, invention, and intergalactic influence. That's right. 5 here that alien beings from outer space drop in for a visit every now and again. In fact, that big contraption beyond the Tomorrowland Indian Speedway is what they call the Astral Orbiter. It's some kind of newfangled flying spaceships, and you can ride in it and nerve. In front of us is the Tomorrowland Transit Authority. The TTA, as it's called, carries Tomorrowlanders around town on a quiet super skyway. It's not as big and fancy as this year's Toontown, but as far as the future is concerned, it's right on track. To our left is Space Mountain, the most perfect outer space adventure in East Boston. At the end of the Space Mountain is the Tomorrowland Light and Power Company, home of the Tomorrowland Arcade. And if you're ready for real, serious space data, don't miss Buzz Lightyear's Space Ranger Space. Buzz needs all the volunteer rangers he can get to help him fight that best Emperor Zurg. But before you go to infinity and beyond, let's steam on with Main Street, U.S.A. Approaching our next stop, Main Street, U.S.A. For those of you who've been with me for the grand circuit tour of the Magic Kingdom, thanks for if you'll be leaving us here, stay in your seat till we come to a full stop. And remember to gather all your personal belongings, including your young if you got it, and step carefully from the train. Those of you staying with us, sit tight. We'll be on our way again in a few minutes. This is Main Street Station, Main Street, U.S.A.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are entering Main Street Station. Please remain seated until the train comes to a complete halt. Please remain seated until the all clear is given. Please remain seated, folks.